You see, if social media were to be the court of law and Nigerians were to be the judges, innocent people will be thrown in prison and the keys into the lagoon. The reason we have judges, the reason we have court is for them to listen to you, hear your own side of the story, which is very, very crucial, which is very, very important to hear two sides of the story. You're hearing from the accused person, you're hearing from the defendant. They want to know what led to you making that decision, what led to you making that mistake. So the judges want to listen to your own side of the story. So now, but when it comes to Nigerians on social media, all they want to do is crucify and jail people in their hearts. So the reason I'm saying all of these things is because of this issue between Mercy Johnson and the ex-wife of Mercy Johnson's husband. She just came out and she's saying so much about Mercy Johnson. I'm not supporting anyone. I'm just trying to let you know this. This woman has said many things, but most Nigerians did not. Most of them did not listen to half of the video before concluding. Somebody has just come out to say Mercy Johnson took her husband, knowing fully well that the husband was married. This is the world we live in. Men are promiscuous. Men are promiscuous and they're liars. They can do anything. They can say anything just to get that woman that they want. This could have been the case of Mercy Johnson. Maybe she met the husband, she met the man, not knowing that he was married. Because who knows them then? Who knows Ojanase? Who knows him? He was not a public figure. He was never a celebrity. Nobody knew him. So the case of Mercy Johnson could have been meeting each other, not knowing that the guy was married. I took my time to listen. I listened to what this woman said. In that full video, especially if you want to get the full story from this woman, you have to check this very video. You see this very one? This very one is the video you should look for. So look for this very video and listen. And when you listen, I wanted to play, but it's not. You can see it's booting. You can see what is going on there. So I think it's their network, not my network. So it's not working. That's the reason you can see the way it's doing. You can see that booting there. So that's why it's not playing. So I wanted to play the video so you can hear, you can listen and understand. You judge from there, because what you need to do is to listen to people when they talk. So when you listen to that video that I just showed you, that video the woman did, you're going to listen, you're going to understand, you're going to hear, and there are some parts which I'm going to explain to you. So where she said she met Odianose, they met in 2003 till 2005. 2 years into that relation, they were just in a relationship. From 2003 to 2005, they were just in a relationship. And that was when she got pregnant with her child. They met in 2003. They started dating in 2003 till 2005. They were not married because she never mentioned in that video that they got married. In 2005, she got pregnant. No, she had an accident, according to her. So in 2005, she had an accident. She still didn't mention that they were together, like they were married. Now she said they were dating at that point. In that same 2005, she has started having what she called revelation. She has started having revelations from people. It was this guy that came to her that they were something like, maybe they were neighbors or they were attending the same church. The guy told her that God said that she was going to cry, that people that she loved were going to betray her. You see where the genesis of speculation, when you think too much, when you are so much deep in love, what it can do to you. When you love someone so much, there's so many things, there's so many consequences that comes in loving too much. Pastors have destroyed this country. Like, they have manipulated people into believing whatever they say. That if God gives you a revelation, he's going to give you a solution to that revelation. So if there is no solution to whatever revelation you have or you had, then that is not from God. It is your mind, your mindset. When you think too much, that is what it does to you. So the guy told her that in years to come that she was going to cry because the people she loved were going to betray her. They were going to deny her. That was the statement, that the people she loved are going to deny her. Now, to this whole thing, she said she called Ojanesen, and if you listen to that video, you're going to see that this woman was not living with the husband who she claimed to be her husband at that time. They were both not living together. She was not living with the man because they didn't grant the man any documents in Italy. So he has to leave Italy and went back to Nigeria. So when they told her about this thing, that somebody was going to deny her in future, somebody that she loves, then she told Odianose. According to her, she told Odianose, which was her boyfriend at that time. She told him This was what this guy said. And the dentist said, do not mind the guy. Maybe the guy was just trying to woo you, was just trying to, like, pull you out from me and, that kind of stuff. Then she insisted that she believed what the guy said. She said she insisted and said she believed that guy so much. Like, why would the guy want to, talk to me? Why would the guy want to date me? How do you believe in people? How do you just, easily believe in people because they go to church? You just think they are perfect. You think they have no sin in them. So she told the man at that time that she believed in the guy because the guy is always in church, he's always going to church. So the guy is holy. So to her, everything that the guy said, that the accident she had was not ordinary, that whatever happened to her was not ordinary, that is just the tips of the iceberg, that she's going to suffer more in the future. And now Odianosen asked her, who is going to deny you? Me? Who is going to be? I don't understand because the whole story, you got it. So now the guy said, who is going to deny you? Me? And she said, I don't know. You see the whole story. She said, I don't know. I don't know because she already has it here. She already have everything cooked up here. So the whole thing, Odianosen left Italy, went back to Nigeria because he was denied document. And at this point, she was already pregnant. And Odianosen left Italy and went back to Nigeria because he was denied document. So Odianosen went back to Nigeria, started up with some business. According to her, Odianosen said that he was going to start up a business, start doing some business in Nigeria. That was what she said. And then another revelation came from the younger pastor or the junior pastor. According to what she said, the junior pastor called her one fateful day and told her that your days of tears are finally over, that you are going to leave. God said, according to her. She said the guy said, which is the junior pastor said, that God said that she was going to leave that land and she was moving to the promised land, which is the land God, that she was going to the land that God promised her. So there she's going to have a son. You understand that she said all of these things, guy. I don't know. There's something that I want to really say because, so she said that she was going to move to the land that God promised, that things are going to start moving fine now. Everything is going to be, okay, that businesses, everything's going to be okay for her now. She called Odianosen. Odianosen was still complaining that. Then at that point, she thought, she was like, how is this going to happen? Because the man that she's with is not doing so well. He's not doing anything. Like, he has been denied documents and now he's back in Nigeria. She don't even know what is going to happen next. And now this revelation. And she was kind of maybe doubting, I don't know. So she just overlooked the whole thing and said, God, may your will be done. And Odianosen called, I think she said 2 days later. She said, Odianosen called and said, be rejoicing, start rejoicing. And she was like, what is going on? She said, start rejoicing. And she started rejoicing. And Odianosen said that he has been granted visa, that he was going to come back to the Europe, which is Italy, to meet them and they are going to stay together. Odianosen came. In that video, she never said they got married and all of that thing. So when Odianosen came, Odianosen told her that she was going to move to Canada or UK, something like that, to have the child. So that was the plan. So that was where the video ended. I think there's going to be part 2 of that same video. So what am I trying to say here? This woman has already started speculating for herself, for her future. Because when people sit down, when people think of future, they think of the good things. People think of the good thing that is going to happen to them in the future, not the bad ones. So she already started speculating. She already started thinking spirituality in her head. She has already had that mindset. She already had that mindset. That is something called voodoo, something spiritual. In all of those statements, in all of that video, a long video, she never mentioned they got married. So I think it was after she had a daughter that they got married. I don't know. Now, what I'm trying to say is for those people who try to just, watch 2 seconds of a video and what you want to hear maybe is the part where she said, Mercy Johnson, where is your conscience? Where is your conscience? She never said they were married. Maybe she got pregnant at that time, had the child, went to the UK or the Canada. That was how. Maybe it was after the childbirth that they got married. Maybe she's going to say that later. But for now, I have not gotten any clue. But according to her, in another video, that her bride price was paid, that she never returned that bride price, and the father was even charged to court because of that. Let's say this. For those of you who are speculating, who like to jump into conclusion in every issue or in every matter that comes to social media, where was this woman all these years? What if what happened was that the man lied to Mercy Johnson? That's the reason I said most Nigerian men are promiscuous. What if when he met Mercy Johnson, he told her that he was not married or maybe he was once married and he's divorced? You people don't think of that. You just conclude that Mercy Johnson used her witchcraft. You see the reason Mercy Johnson will not drop the case. For me, I will advise her not to drop the case against Angela. You see the reason you should never label a person a witch. So because of the statement of Angela, everybody is now saying Mercy Johnson as a witch. Somebody left you, got married to another woman. You are not attacking the man, you're attacking this woman. And for those of you who said the woman said she called the message agency, in her video, in her own words, she said she was not the one that called message agency. She never called message agency. She said the husband was on the phone with message agency. That when the husband was on the phone with message agency, that was when she was screaming inside the phone, like she was talking inside the phone, telling message agency to leave the man, that the man is already married. Now, let's talk about this thing. Most men do not make calls to their side chicks in the presence of their wife. If they want to do it, they will do it behind closed door. They can just show out to do it, go into the bathroom, but they are going to make sure the woman isn't there. So for your husband to stand in presence of you to make that call, that indicates that is a sign that you were not together anymore. You said he was calling message unseen. The question is, like, how did you know it was message unseen? It could have been any other person. It could have been any. So if you said you told message unseen, just in that phone call, how are you going to prove it that the man was indeed talking to message unseen at the time that you screamed inside his conversation with the person that he was with on the phone? What if he was talking to somebody else? You screamed on top of your husband's phone while he was on the phone with somebody. You didn't know who he was talking to. Your mind, you just thought he was talking to message unseen. Maybe at that time you didn't even know message unseen. So if you scream, while you were screaming in that same conversation, you're trying to tell the other person on the other side that your man was married, how are you going to prove that the person your man was indeed speaking to at that time was message unseen? It could have been any other person. If this woman said that was how she told message unseen, that was how she relied the message to message unseen, that her man was indeed married, how are we supposed to know that the person she told on the phone, she did not call message unseen directly? She never called message unseen. Those are her words. She said she was screaming in the background of that phone call. The phone call that she did not know who the man was talking to. She was now telling the person on the other end, my husband is my husband. The husband is married to me, so stay clear. And the question is, why did you wait until now? Where were you all these years? Then when they were trying to get married, why didn't you come out? And people said she came out that year. She talked and nobody believed her. Why? If she had kept it going consistently, people will listen. You don't need to go to blogs. You have your phone. Just like the way she's doing this video now. Is the video not going round? Because the video is going round right now. Whatever video she put out now will go round. If she had put that effort then, before Missy Johnson got married to the husband, maybe people would have supported her so much. People would have spoken for her. But she did not bother herself. She said she went to Linda Ikeji, told Linda Ikeji about everything. Then Linda Ikeji called Message Unseen, spoke to Message Unseen, and at the end of the day, everything was swept under the carpet. In her assumption, Message Unseen got to Linda Ikeji, gave her money, that because Message Unseen is saying that some of these blogs are those actresses from the industry. They are the people doing all of these things. So she said in her words, this woman said in her words that she thinks that Message Unseen bribed Linda Ikeji at that point. At that time, that was why they laid low. Now, if you went to a blog and that blog refused to publish, or the blog refused to help you, you should have go out on your own to make sure you get to the roots or to the end of what you were pursuing. Why did you come out now? Now listen, there's this video that she did. Do you know what this woman said in that video? This other video, you see this other video? In this video, if you watch to the end of this video, you're going to hear what this woman said. So many people are saying the woman said she came out now because people are asking, why now? Why did you come out now? And people are the one concluding, because they did not watch the video. They only watch half of it, and now they have the right to conclude. They said the woman came out because Mercy Johnson said her children are being bullied. But the reason this woman came out is that she wants to say she came out because of her children too. No. Go and watch that video. See the part where she mentioned children. She said Mercy Johnson came out to say her children are being bullied. Now, where was Mercy Johnson when her own children were deprived of having a father? If she is to ask that question, she should be asking the husband. The husband refused to take responsibility. It wasn't Mercy Johnson's fault. I know a woman can contribute to that to say, man, you have other children to take care of. What if this man refuses to listen to the wife, the current wife? What will she do? Force the man, push the man out of the house because he has refused to help his children from his ex-wife. So when you guys are thinking, you think well. Think well. She must have said it. She must have done something. And if the man refuses, it's not her problem anymore. It's not her cross to carry. Do you think if Mercy Johnson had reached out to this woman, to assist the children, it's not even her duty, it's not even her work, to assist the children. It is the duty of their father to bring the two family together, like children from his ex and his children with Mercy Johnson. It was his duty to bring these children together. Another thing is this. People are comparing this to that of Judy Austin. Like, how do you even, in your little minds, think that this is the same as that of Judy Austin? A person who knew this couple, who visited them in their home, who pretended to be a friend, who knew this woman and the man knew that they were married, stepped in with her clear eye. This one that met this man outside, not knowing his wife, not knowing his children, she did not know that this man was married. So do not compare that to that of Eula Doce and Judas Steen. And now, you see this witch thing that Angela Corey have put in the minds of people. You see the way this woman is thinking. Now she's thinking that Mercy Johnson used jazz, that Mercy Johnson used voodoo on her husband. You see this thing that Angela has done, the way she had, convinced people to believe that Mercy Johnson is a witch. I will advise Mercy Johnson not to drop the charges against Angela Corey because they need to prove it. They need to show people. People are saying witchcraft cannot be proved, spirituality cannot be proved. Who told you? If you can see it, if you can sense it, if you know that somebody used it on you, it means you can prove it. You can prove it if you're aware of it, of course. If your husband left you, call out your husband. The reason this woman is out right now, that people are thinking that is because of the children. She is not fighting for the children. The reason she said she came out is because very dark man is a blessing to the nation. That's what she said. Go and watch that video. If you watch that video, you're going to hear it. She said it in her words. That the reason she came out right now is because she's not going to allow Mercy Johnson to use very dark man. That she's not going to sit still and allow Mercy Johnson manipulate very dark man. That's what she said. It's there. Listen to the full video. She's out because she don't want very dark man to help Mercy Johnson. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Like, people are terrible. People are unbelievable. She's out there, fighting for people to hate Mercy Johnson, and she's not fighting for the children. How do you think you can stop very dark man for loving or to love whoever he chooses to love or to support whoever he chooses to support? Who do you think you are? Fight for yourself. If you need something, go to your husband, your ex-husband. If you need justice for your children, go to your ex-husband and ask justice and seek whatever you need. Seek whatever you need from your man, not from very dark man. If there's anything you need the public to help you with, come out and say it. If you have moved on years ago, move on. Very dark man do not care. You cannot tell very dark man whom to support. You can't tell him whom to support and whom not to support. You telling Mercy Johnson to come out and prove whatever you're saying right now. Mercy Johnson will never come out. You know her. She will never come out to say anything. She will not come out to say anything. If she didn't say something last year, she didn't say something years ago, she will not come out now. So thank you, madam. Close your case. If you have more to say, bring it on so that we can just, do all of this thing in 1 month and let everything rest.